So you're looking at, you're telling the story to Ian, not me.
Okay.
All right, we're rolling.
Rolling? We got speed?
Do it straight.
So, okay. So when I first started out, in the movie business in New York, somebody told me go to F&B Seco, Midtown Manhattan, rental house on Saturdays, and help the guys out. Bring them a cup of coffee. You know, help them pick up cameras and put things away and shit. And you'll learn a lot about. And you get once in a while somebody will call. You got a cameraman for me? And so they'd send you out on a call, and then you kick back like 10%, 15% to them. But you never said it's a kickback. You said, oh, they gave me a little tip, so I thought I'd pass it on. Because I was so good, they gave me a tip. Anyway, one of my fellow people who was trying to get into the business too, he was from Chile, and he barely spoke English, but he was a nice guy. So one day he says, you want to work for me? I got a job, and you can be my assistant. We're going to Green Bay, Wisconsin, and it was a Vince Lombardi interview, and or a piece on Vince Lombardi. So we get there, and he doesn't know anything about football. I don't know anything about football either, really. I was a soccer player in school, right?
Yeah, that's it.
So, and I wasn't interested. Anyway, so we did this whole piece. Well, anyway, at one point, I said, oh, and the guy who was the producer, the director, they treated us like shit, you know? And in the motel, we had to share a room, and this guy really snored bad. Carlos, he really snored bad. Anyway, so after a couple of days of this, finally I said to the producer, you know, I don't mind this so much, but I wish they'd stop playing that damn Frank Sinatra music all the time in this motel. I'm just, you know, really sick of it. And he said, well, I requested this music, especially, it's from my own collection of tapes, and I'm a friend of Frank's, and I'm not going to change the music for you. And so the next day, he got rid of Carlos altogether. Carlos went back. He put me on the sidelines with a Hasselblad reflex camera that I had to look down into on the sidelines of a game.
The image is backwards?
And I'm like, yeah, where you pan and it's all weird, and I made a complete fool of myself. I almost got killed by some plays that went over into the crowd of photographers.
So that was your punishment?
Revenge,
that was your punishment. Yeah.
So the images were backwards. So you're going like this, and then the guy's going that way, and you got to go this way. Look out! He's running way down. No, poof!
True.
Eric and I are putting together the event, the show queue structure. We got to start at the top of the show, make sure that between when we walk in, introduce the guy, get him on the stage, make sure it looks good, settle it down. Stage manager, I think, has the most difficult job, and I think is one of the most important positions of the group. But that's just my own take on it.
Of course, the cameraman over there, all he has to do is read paper and...
Yeah, read paper, stay awake, don't shake the
So Jerry, is this a tough job assignment this time around?